We are live. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It's our weekly episode of Let Your Story Drive You. And so today I'm here with Kendra. Her company name is actually Makeup by Kendra Lee.
Yes.
So make sure you check her out when we're done. Hi, Crystal. Thanks for joining. Hi, Christina. So I want to just talk with Kendra a little bit today and ask you some questions about your career. So I'm really excited that you joined me. If you saw the title, this is called 19 and Made It, and you're going to learn more about that in just a minute. So Kendra, tell me what you were doing before you came to MMA.
So before MMA, I was actually in high school because I went straight from high school to MMA. Actually, 2 weeks after I graduated, I started at MMA. Yeah, I kind of was like, all right, let's get started. No wait time. Let's
You
just
weren't
go.
wasting time.
I'm just ready to go. Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
But I was also working at my family's business, and I worked there for quite a while because when you work with a family business, you can start a little younger. Like,
True.
I started when I was either 13 or 14 . So
Yeah, I was going to say, usually you're like 8 working
yeah,
in
you're
your family
super,
business.
super
They
young.
got you behind the
Yeah,
cash
they're
wrap.
like, you better be washing those dishes now. No, but I've been working there for quite a while, which has been really fun. Recently, I haven't worked there anymore, but it was really good learning to talk to people and to be comfortable talking to people and helping solve different little issues that might come up. I mean, it's a pizza business. There's not many things that go wrong. Like, oh, my pizza's too soggy, and like that's kind of like the only issue.
Exactly. But great. I mean, I love that you got that experience in business before starting your own, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So great. Well, my next question for you is, what is it specifically that drove you to want to become a makeup artist?
So when I was younger, I was home alone a lot, like I said, because my family owned a pizza place, so they were working full-time jobs. My mom actually also works as a secretary at a church, so she actually was working like 2 full-time jobs, so it was a lot.
Got it.
So I was home alone a lot, and to kind of ease the boredom, I would watch makeup videos on YouTube, but not like the tutorials, more of like, oh, how does this work on somebody else, because I have this issue and they have this issue, and I want to learn how products can help me fix that problem. Like, I had acne growing up, still suffer with it, with a little bit, but not as bad, definitely not as bad. You've seen that.
Your skin looks beautiful.
Well, thank you. But yeah, just learning different products to use and stuff like that. And then it kind of progressed until my mom was saying, oh, I have date night, or I have to do this event or something, and she would ask me to do her makeup for her because she's not really into that. She's like, I have mascara and it's cool, I guess.
And that's kind of like my mom, plain Jane. Got it.
Yeah. And so I would do her makeup for events and like church and stuff like that. And then I actually, at the end of the school year at my school, we do this big event called Cabaret, which is like this big musical number, like 2 hours long, tons of costume changes. It's just like go, go, go. And so for the specialty acts, a lot of them would ask me to do their makeup because they were like, I'm going to be by myself. I can't hide behind anybody. I need to look good. And
Yeah,
so,
if you're in a chorus, it's like, oh, you can just slide back.
Yeah. So I would do their makeup, and then I had a hip surgery, actually, and so it kind of cut out a different career path I was looking at in high school.
So what were you looking to do before?
I was wanting to be actually a vet, which not only did the hip surgery kind of deter me from that, but also I had to watch a video of a dog getting its like jaw fixed.
Oh, okay.
And I realized, wow, that's really bloody, and I don't know if I can deal with it. So
No blood and guts.
No blood and
She didn't
guts.
take the
I
special
did not.
effects program.
No, special effects, I'm like...
So that makes sense.
I was kind of like, no. And then I had looked into different like cosmetology schools, and even though I have a lot of hair, I don't like doing it, and I don't know how to do it.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah, I was like, I want to just do makeup. And it was really hard to just find a makeup school. And so my mom actually called me while I was in school. She's like, go somewhere where you're not going to be, like, in trouble. And
don't you love that when your mom calls you at school and you're like, she's like, don't get in trouble, but I got to tell you something.
This is exciting. And she told me that she found Multimedia Makeup Academy, and she was just telling me all the different classes that were offered. Like, it's not just you're going to learn makeup. There was bridal and special effects and all these different things that you could learn, which I thought was really cool because I knew that I didn't want to do special effects or anything like that.
Yeah, so you could kind of pick your path.
Yeah, I can pick my path, which is very nice. I really liked that. And so she told me, well, maybe we could schedule a tour, maybe we can go. But there was actually an open house that was coming up quickly, and so we went to that. And as soon as I walked in, I just knew this is my element. These are my people. This is where I want to be. And so we actually signed the application because there was a waived application fee, so we signed that. I got that back, and then I started classes not too long after high school, 2 weeks after high school. So
I can't believe that. Like, 2 weeks after high school, that's amazing. Oh, wait, we've got a comment. AJ Nicole says, hi, Kendra, love your work. That's great. You got fans. Doing things. Tavon says, Kendra was deserving of a special award at graduation. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
You got an amazing award at graduation. So tell us your award.
It's the Influencer Award, which it's for social media influencing, I guess.
Yes. So
I like to post on social media, and like I like answering people's questions if I know the answer. Otherwise, I'm the one asking questions, like, But
that's good.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Learners are leaders too, so I think that's great. And yes, Kendra. Oh, you've got another comment. Keep up the great work, Kendra. We miss you around MMA.
We do here too.
And you were so deserving of that award because Kendra's always on social media, very helpful and engaging, and really a part of the MMA community, which is honestly why we chose you to be a part of this interview. So I'm really excited about that.
You guys are the best. I love you guys.
We love you too. Okay, so not to get all mushy and gushy, but anyway, so that's when you realized you came to the open house, you were accepted to the academy, and you just said, hey, this is it. I'm ready to pursue my career full force.
I was ready. I'm like, let's go. I want to do this now. There's no point in waiting. Because
that's great.
If you wait, there's always that chance that somebody else is going to come and do it better than you, and somebody else is going to take that away from you. And you really should put aside the time to do stuff that you want to do.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty powerful. When you wait, that's right. Somebody else kind of it's like when you step out of line, right?
Yeah, somebody will take it.
Somebody's going to take your spot. So yeah, you want to be the first one, but that's great.
Yeah.
So my next question for you, Kendra, is who has been the most inspirational person in your career?
So I really focus on bridal, and the person that I find that is the most inspirational to me for that is actually you. Because you you run your bridal business so well, and I love your style.
Aww.
And I don't know, it's really nice to have somebody that I know that I can also look up to, because I know you'll always be there, and I can always reach out to you if I have any questions or anything like that, because you run your business like how I want to run my business. I don't know how you do everything. You're like Wonder Woman, I swear.
I actually love that. I'm Wonder Woman. Oh gosh. Well, now I'll need a suit, and you can do my makeup, so I can live up to that. But that's very sweet. I really appreciate it. Oh wait, we're missing comments. Kendra is an asset to the community. Wow. Her future is so bright.
Thanks, Christina.
You're getting a lot of love on here, and thank you, Sergey, for joining. That's amazing. Yeah. We really value you in our community, and I think everybody can see that.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. Well, my next question for you is, what is, I guess, your favorite thing that you learned while you were at MMA?
So I actually have two things that I found that were also both my favorite and just really helpful to me. So definitely the business classes, more the bridal business classes, were super helpful. Like learning how to do contracts and all that stuff. Like business mumbo jumbo that I was kind of like, because I took a business class in high school, but it was very, very basic. Like, it was very helpful, but it's hard to take things from that and make it apply to every single career that you might take. So definitely you learned like different contract setups and stuff like that, but you didn't learn like the language that you need to say and stuff like that, because you have to be very specific with those things.
Absolutely.
And
this is legal. So.
yeah, it's legal. It's scary. People are scary when it comes to that kind of stuff. But definitely like learning contracts and learning how to break up like product knowledge and stuff like that, like different, like how much of this product costs how much, and like how much I'm actually spending on things, and how to turn a profit, because at the end of the day that's really, really important with your business, because if you can't turn a profit,
what's the point of being in business?
Yeah,
agreed. I always say return on investment, right? ROI is something that's huge, and as much as we love makeup, if we're in the business of makeup, we obviously want to make money. So
right.
that's great. I'm glad you found that so valuable.
Yeah, that, and also airbrush has been just a really big thing, because I feel like it's really helped expand myself into the industry. Like, I can definitely help more brides for sure, because I'm able to do airbrush,
right?
Which is super popular right now, because who doesn't want to look airbrushed?
Exactly.
Yes.
It's flawless.
Flawless.
Yeah, totally.
And for photo shoots and stuff like that, people really like airbrush because it looks nice on film and photography.
Looks
and
gorgeous.
Things like that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure the question your clients always ask, I've always gotten this one, is, did you airbrush yourself?
Yes, always, always.
That's the number one question. It's like, well.
It's really hard, if you're wondering. It's really hard to airbrush yourself, because you're like, I need to close my eyes, but I need them open because I have to see what I'm doing. So it's pretty hard.
Yeah, that's a little
9
difficult.
times out of 10, well, 9.9 times out of 10, just assume I didn't airbrush myself.
Right, that's a good rule. We should have a shirt that says that. Great. Okay, one more question, if you're up for it. So my last question for you would be, what is, and this is an important one, the best piece of advice that you would give to, someone starting out?
Definitely commitment. You have to be committed to the industry. You have to be committed to yourself as an artist, for sure, because you only get out what you put in. So if you're not putting 110% in, you're not going to get 110% out. It's not, you can't expect people to praise you and to expect a lot from you if you're not showing that you're passionate about what you're doing, that you're passionate about your career. Because somebody, even with a lower skill set than you, if they show that they're really, really committed and they are willing to put in the work, they're going to get work out of it, for sure.
More than you.
More than
the
you.
skilled person.
Yeah.
And that's honest, and that's true, and I'm glad you kind of kept it real, so to speak, with that. And I can attest to your commitment, always being the first one there, super driven, like going above and beyond. So that's amazing. You embody that, so I'm glad you chose that one. All right, so I said I wasn't going to ask any more questions, but I do have one more. And for those of you watching, thanks so much for your comments and feedback for Kendra today. And if you have other questions, let us know. But my final question is, what is in your future? We know your future's bright, but what's happening? What's in the works?
So I'm actually going to be judging Miss Teen USA
that's cool.
Yeah, over in Grand Ledge, and I got asked to be on the panel of judges, which is really exciting. And
that's awesome.
Can't wait to meet all the contestants and kind of chat with the other judges on the panel, because they're all in the industry as well.
Great
Not
networking
necessarily,
opportunity.
yeah, for sure. Not necessarily all makeup, but some sort of like fashion, beauty part of the industry. So that's something that's in the works, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
Other than that, within the next couple of years, I would like to move out of the location that I'm in and get to a better, more populated location, just because where I'm at is it's pretty small town.
Are you in a remote area?
Yeah, it's like you walk down the street and you're like, oh, hey, Bob, like, everybody in the town.
Well, I did your makeup like 5 to 25 times.
Yeah,
got it.
It's
So,
pretty
new
small.
clients.
New clients, definitely. And then maybe within the next, if I say 10 years, if I'm thinking pretty far ahead, I'd love to have my own space.
Sure.
Like a studio space, which would be really exciting because then I don't have to always travel. I could have people come to me, which is exciting.
Convenient.
Convenient, yeah.
That's
for
great.
sure. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Kendra.
Yeah, of
It's been
course.
great chatting with you and glad to interview you. There's lots of things in the future for you. We know that, and we're excited about it. So I appreciate you joining. Thank you guys for joining.
Thank you.
It's been real. Make sure you follow Kendra because she is only 19 and she's already
19.
made it.
Aw.
So anyway, all of her social media will be in the post, and we will see you next week for another episode of Let Your Story Drive You. Thanks again for joining, guys.
Bye.